It's time! Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
Nah, I wasn't holding hands. That's the funny part. They caught you slipping.
You wasn't really holding hands though. You was just helping her through the street. So which one was it?
Listen, whichever way you want to put it, my hand was holding her hand.
Oh,
I'm not denying it. I'm not trying to fix it.
I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Who is this nigga?
Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night.
But I will tell you this, Pop. How can I put you above your intuition? Where you been this year?
Stupid.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Spin the check and get it right back.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rat. You name it.
But I want to do hood rat stuff for my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session. My brother from another mother. Hit it, dash it down. How do you do today?
I'm not Steve.
Took my answer.
I'm not Steve. I did it before Al did it. I'll play this one.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm not meant to wish you, nigga.
See me, you bitch. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody, guys. Class is in session. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We appreciate everybody for being here.
How much time is this nigga spending on the intro?
For being on time.
I just set the bar, niggas fall under it like a limbo.
Because we set the bar, guys. We set the bar in the travel space, okay? Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you're here, if you everything sounds good. Shout out to Calais God in the building. Shout out to Calais. Gave us a yeah, ho.
Mafia
Yes, sir.
Here strong. Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, we got a late stream today. I know we normally start earlier, but we decided we were going to go live. There's a lot going on in the world. So we figured, you know what? Let's jump on. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing good because remember, we used to start like 10:30, 11 back in the past. And we're like, nah, we got to start going live at like 8, 9. So we've been doing pretty good. But today we have a late stream.
Today we didn't have time.
Today we didn't have time, cuz.
Today I got time, cuz.
Big Money says J Rello messing with lady boys in Thailand. Everyone keeps saying that. Shout out to Botrix. Botrix is in here, our bot. But yeah, we could talk a little bit about the Thailand trip coming up with J Rello and NPC the future. I'm sure we can comment on that a little bit. Shout out to Rello. I know he's back doing his thing. And I talk to him behind the scenes every once in a while. So good spirits. And, hey, man, we wish people the best trip. We don't want to, have anyone have a terrible trip or anything crazy happen, whether that be Rello or NYC. But at the same time, what we do, like what Mentuition does in the space, it just can't be matched, man. We really put our heart and soul into our trips. And they're only going to get better. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect, but, we are definitely going to continue to give you guys some dope-ass content.
They're pretty damn close to perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty damn close.
Close as you can get. And we can talk about the rating we got from
Razor,
Keys, Rello. I think
Rello.
gave us a rating on our trip as well, or 2 trips that we had. So are we
Rod?
Rod 2 trips now? Chat, we might be Rod 2 trips.
We might be Rod.
But let's go over our housekeeping real quick, chat, and then we will jump into the show. First and foremost, make sure you guys check out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Mentuition. We currently have 110 posts. Shout out to Aoi. I think he just put a post up recently. So make sure you guys check that out. And it is free to join. However, guys, most of the content that's on our Patreon is uncensored content in which you have to sign up for. We have 3 tiers. If you hit the become a member button, you'll see our general admission tier. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive Patreon and censored content, exclusive Discord content, access to our videos before they hit YouTube, access to our WhatsApp group, exclusive behind the scenes content, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tier. You get access to all of our Not Safe for YouTube content, party chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off the consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but certainly not least, if you guys want to get the most out of our Patreon, you can join the All Access Pass membership, and this is how you guys can support us at the highest level possible. Right now, you get 1 free consultation question. 1 free consultation per month up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 50,000 remote jobs. We got to update that. Access to our personal cell phone numbers, access to our Mentuition Mafia WhatsApp group, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access to discounts on our yacht parties, merch, and other events. And guys, don't forget to join the Discord. The Discord is in the link in the description of the YouTube page, or you can go to mentuitiondiscord.net. Also, guys, check out our Facebook page. We have over 1,500 members in our Facebook page, and our Facebook page is completely free. All right. And you can sign up for our Mentuition Mafia YouTube membership, guys. It's only $3.99. If all these other tiers up here are a little too expensive for you, you can support us at $4 a month, which is, like I said, joining our YouTube membership, the Mentuition Mafia, and you'll get access to a lot of the extras and IRLs that we do here on the channel. Also, guys, finally, check out our website, mentuitionnetwork.com, and this is where you guys can book a consultation. You can browse all of our content. As an added bonus, if you join the Patreon, you get access to the website, but you can also become a member of the website separately from the Patreon if you want to. But yeah, make sure you guys check out the website. Do not hesitate to book that consultation, okay?
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
Some of you guys are very weary about traveling, man. You know, it's your first time. We just had a really good feedback. We put that up on the last show, right? Yeah, from one of our consults who went out to Brazil. And, man, they had a great time. They had a great time. So we're excited, man. We're excited that we are able to help young men and even older men travel and travel responsibly and enjoy themselves without, you know, having to get AKA what?
The devil's breath.
Because we know there's a lot of bitches out here doing wild, fucked up shit to us. And these countries are not for us. They're against us. So, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do to stay safe. All right, guys, we can jump to the show. Al, anything? Oh, Buck Travel says play the soundbite.
Shout out to Buck.
Buck Travels like this soundbite, man. Shout out to Buck Travels.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
I'm gonna bring up that live for you guys. It was a funny live. Maybe on the next show we'll watch a little of that live. It was
classic lives. Yeah, we'll do classic lives. We have
we got,
there's a few in the tuck that I was saying we got to review.
Yeah. Maybe on the next show, guys, me and Al will bring up like our 4. We'll do like 2 and 2. I'll do 2. I'll do 2. That kind of sounded weird, but Al will do 2 and I will do 2 lives that we find to just be funny, hilarious, classic. So, and we could pick from any creator, any travel content creator, and we're going to do lives only, right? We'll do live shows.
We'll do lives.
Funniest live shows. And we'll just pick our favorite parts. The live shows may be long.
And then we can have the chat. We can have them put some up and we'll review it. But
yeah, 100%.
Classic lives that are hilarious.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, what do we want to start with? We want to start with the war, the airfare. Yeah, let's start there. Chat, we have some breaking news. The war in Iran, that's how you're supposed to say it, not Iran, Iran, is causing flights. It's causing gas prices to go up. It's causing flight prices to skyrocket. Will the passport bros be able to afford to travel for hoes? Will we be able to go to the Sioux, Cartagena, Medellin, Delirium chats? Will we have enough money to visit all the big booty Latinas that we so adore? I don't know, chat. These prices are getting out of hand. Yeah. I don't know if I have enough money
to
pay, but I mean,
do a poll no Diddy. We'll have to do a poll no Diddy. while we're doing that, while we're bringing some stuff up, I need a soundbite, Steve, live on the air.
Which
I
one?
need that Iran so far away.
Oh, for the next one?
For Iran.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will get that live
that.
on the air. Chat. Are the prices? Is there a price that's too high to say, you know what? I'm not going to visit the big booty Latinas.
I love big booty Latinas.
Is there a number where we look at that Spirit Airline flight? Okay, that Spirit Airline flight from Fort Lauderdale, because all of you motherfuckers come here and take it. That's where you connect that. Is there a price where you go, man? You know, maybe I can't get any hookers in.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hookers in.
Maybe no hoes for me. Because this flight is just looking like I'm not gonna have no money for the hoes at this point. I don't know, man. I don't know, chat. I think this is something that we need to talk about. You know what I mean? It's a sad day, chat. It's a sad day when we're gonna look up some prices, but it's a sad day when you're thinking, man, like you're going to these places, you've been going all the time, you go every year, you go when you get your 2-week vacation, and now you can only dream of traveling to Colombia. So let's do a live. So is it on not Razor? Is it DC Born Rob that talks about it? Or Al, who's the person that brings up the flights?
DC Rob.
DC Rob. Okay, we're gonna do the DC Rob video chat, and then we'll do the DC Rob video. We're doing a poll, no Diddy.
Yes,
a poll, okay, that you guys can vote on, and then we're gonna look up some flights and see maybe they're decent right now, but we don't know how long that will last. Chat, we really don't. But let's pull up this DC Born Rob video, and shout out to him, man. He's always working. I'll give him that. He's a workaholic. He continues on with his channel. Even
he has like at least one video a day.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, he really is going crazy. So shout out to him, of course. Like he's just, and he's, considerably getting like what, 2.5K views a video, which is really good. He's got to keep it up, but that's good.
In chat, should we do round trip or should we do one-way ticket?
Round trip.
Round trip. Okay.
Let's do round trip because that's what most people do.
Okay.
All right, chat. Let's bring up this video, and then we're gonna check the flights to some of our favorite places, chat, to catch my drift. All right. Here we go. Let's see.
You're watching DC Born Rob, erasing borders. And now, the news.
I fucking hate that.
How the war in Iran is impacting travel, tourism, and economies across Latin America and the Caribbean. If it just want to discuss it for a brief moment, so we can be on the other side for that. Let's jump into this current war situation and how it's affecting Latin America and travelers. How the war in Iran is impacting travel, tourism, and economies across Latin America and the Caribbean. The war in Iran is sending economic ripple effects around the world. And countries in Latin America, Mexico, the Caribbean, and northern South America are beginning to feel the pressure. Even though the conflict is happening thousands of miles away in the Middle East, the global economy is tightly connected. Rising oil prices, higher airline fuel costs, and disrupted supply chains are now affecting tourism, travel prices, and everyday living costs in destinations popular with visitors from the United States and Canada. One of the most immediate effects comes from energy markets. The Middle East supplies a large share of the world's oil, and any conflict in that region creates uncertainty in global fuel supplies. As tensions rise, oil prices typically surge, and that increase spreads quickly across the global transportation industry. Airlines, cruise companies, cargo ships, and trucking companies all rely heavily on fuel, so higher oil prices raise operating costs almost immediately. For airlines flying from North America to Latin America and the Caribbean, fuel is one of the biggest expenses. When oil prices rise sharply, airlines often pass those costs to travelers through higher ticket prices. Flights from cities such as Miami, Houston, Toronto, and New York to popular destinations like Cancun, Cartagena, Medellin, and resorts throughout the Caribbean can become more expensive as airlines adjust fares to offset fuel costs. The tourism industry in many Caribbean islands is especially sensitive to these charges. Tourism is the backbone of many island economies, and most visitors come by plane from the United States and Canada. If airfare prices increase significantly, fewer travelers may choose to visit, which can impact hotels, restaurants, tour operators, and transportation companies. Even small declines in visitor numbers can have a noticeable effect on local economies that depend heavily on tourism revenue. Cruise tourism may also feel the impact. Cruise ships consume massive amounts of fuel, and when oil prices spike, cruise lines sometimes adjust itineraries, raise ticket prices, or reduce promotional discounts. Caribbean ports that rely on cruise passengers for daily economic activity, from souvenir vendors to taxi drivers, could see fewer visitors if island demand slows. Mexico faces a slightly different situation. Because Mexico exports oil, the government can benefit financially when global oil prices rise. Higher crude prices can generate additional revenue for the state-owned oil industry. However, those benefits are balanced by higher gasoline prices domestically, which can increase transportation costs across the economy. Tourism areas like Cancun and Playa del Carmen may also feel the effects if flight prices from the United States and Canada rise. In northern South America, countries such as Colombia may experience mixed consequences. Colombia exports oil, so higher global prices can increase export revenues and bring more foreign currency into the country.
Yes, chat. Yes.
Foreigner.
I fucking
Damn
didn't
it.
say foreigner, chat.
Damn it.
I didn't think he was gonna say it, but he fucking said it.
Foreigner.
However, higher fuel costs also raise inflation, making transportation, food distribution, and airline operations more expensive. Domestic flights and travel services may increase prices, affecting both tourists and locals. The conflict is also affecting global shipping routes and insurance costs for cargo vessels traveling through the Middle East. When shipping companies face higher insurance premiums or longer routes to avoid dangerous areas, the cost of transporting goods rises.
All right, we'll stop it real quick, chat, because he's saying a lot, and we have to kind of dissect this a little bit piece by piece. So, of course, when the war or a war is happening, especially in places where oil is prominent, I think Iran has like one of the top oil reserves in the whole world. And, you know, I'm not sure how much oil we were getting from them.
I think Saudi's probably affected since they're at war with they're bombing Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so we don't have access to Iran's oil, I guess, completely, but in that area, the Saudi, the UAE, all that Middle East area is going to be affected. Then it's going to affect our oil. The amount of oil that gets shipped here from there is how quickly it gets shipped here. We may start seeing oil run out. You know, we've seen that before, where everyone.
We should be good though, because we own Venezuela now. Venezuela is the 51st state.
Well, the question is, have we started extracting Venezuela's oil yet? That I don't know, because they're still possibly.
Yeah.
But you know, gas prices are rising, chat. You know, I've heard that gas is going crazy right now. It's slowly going up, but there's like a jump like 30 or 40 cents, I think, last week or something like that. So as regular oil prices rise for cars, of course, oil prices rise for airplanes as well. And yeah, what he just said was they pass the expense off to the customer. They don't eat that cost. So we have to eat the cost when we're trying to go and enjoy ourselves and deal with a bunch of big booty Latinas.
I love big booty Latinas.
Okay. And, you know, I don't know. We'll do a live check here in a moment just to see what the ticket prices are.
Did you say check?
I did say check. And when we do check those.
Check in effect. Checkmate.
I said checkmate. So what we'll do, chat, is what's cool about Google Flights is that it will tell you if prices are normal, below normal, or like cheap, or higher than normal.
I have them actually pulled up right here.
Okay, so Al has them put up. We're going to bring them up now, and we will show you guys what the flights are looking like to these countries.
Shout out to Real Notes too. He said he's not Steve. He's just letting you know that.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
We got Cornell.
I'm not Steve. I gotta play that whole thing next time we start the show, because that's classic of haterism going on.
Shout out to Cornell pulling up. He said foreigner.
Shout out to Cornell, man. Foreigner. Yes, sir.
And CJ in the building too. Salute to you.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
What up, CJ? Okay, guys, we're gonna bring up these flights now. Guys, do not have a heart attack. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know if we're gonna have to have a heart attack.
Let's see what the poll says. No Diddy.
What does the poll say? Let's look at the results.
60% right now are saying that $1,000 is where they draw the line.
Okay.
I did 500. I did 1,000. I did 1,500, and then I did nothing will stop me. So that's second. Nothing will stop me is second, right? Some of the people, 60% are saying that 1,000 is too much, and then 20% is saying nothing is going to stop them. It could be $10,000 for a flight. It won't keep them away from the big booty Latinas.
So basically,
nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
They love big booty Latinas.
I mean, we all love big booty Latinas. It just is what it is.
I love big booty.
If you're not paying 10 racks for a flight, then you don't love them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a threshold, chat, of course, but I mean, I'm in Miami, so for me, obviously big booty Latinas overseas are, going to be better, but I'm around it every day. I feel like I said, we're in a Latin city, and it almost feels like Miami's just its own. Miami's different from Florida. Like, it's its own thing. So
a little Cuba.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? We're around it all the time. But of course, again, there's nothing like being in Colombia, being in Brazil, or any other really Latin country. But yeah, chat, I mean, for me, I think that I would draw the line at a certain amount of money. I would just go fishing, man. Like, if the prices get crazy high, there's gonna be like little pockets where you can probably get a ticket, because the airlines are gonna be like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to somehow discount something, and we'll give y'all a little bit of sauce on that once we bring up the flights here. Let's see.
So before I bring them up, what do you think the flights are gonna be? Like, how much do you think a flight from Fort Lauderdale, the Spirit flight that we all know and love, from Fort Lauderdale to Cartagena, how much is that flight round trip?
Round trip right now.
It's war going on.
How many
travel
days?
space
What
is
is it
in
like
shambles.
for like next week? Like, when are we?
I just did a random weekend in April.
Okay,
so we're a little bit out.
I'm gonna say
travel space is in shambles.
Yeah.
We have the war going on. I got to paint the picture. We just took Venezuela's president. He said, get them back in blood. Cuba's going through their shit.
I get it.
Iran's going through their shit.
Okay. I'm going to say 400. I'm going to say round trip 436.
436. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going higher. I don't think it's 800 or nothing like that. I think it's like 400 something.
Chat, what are we thinking? A random weekend in April? I want to see a few answers in the chat. Round trip, random weekend in April. Where are we at? As soon as we get that, I'll pull it up.
Shout out to Show Nuff in the building.
Show Nuff in the building. Calais God in the building. He said Medi round trip tickets for August have been secured. He already secured the bag before, or secured the tickets before all this inflation.
He secured the bag.
He's good.
Too.
He secured the bag
Shout out to Calais. But yeah, if you bought your ticket like earlier, maybe even a few weeks ago, you're probably all right. I think the gas prices are just starting to like rise. Like 2 or 3, 4 weeks ago, a month ago, like this wasn't a thing just yet. But this war is now real. This is a real war, and now, you know what I'm saying? We really gotta. CJ said 305.
He said, but he cheated.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll pull it up since we got some cheaters in the building. 880. They're not that bad. CJ was right there, but he cheated, so he lost.
Let's take it out. There we go. All right, but what did I mean? Okay, the Spirit flight is 306, but I'm still around the right price. I said 436. Is that what I said?
Yeah. If we were playing the prices right, you would have been over. You'd have lost. CJ would have won the both of the. You don't won the showcase. You don't won the trip and the new car and the vacation, the treadmill.
I mean, but these are bullshit flights. Can you do just what's it called only non-stops?
Non-stops.
Yeah, just do non-stops.
Yeah, 406. I mean, you're right there.
Yeah.
JetBlue.
I mean, with Spirit, you got to bring. It's probably be like 370 after everything. 350, 360.
If you're bringing a bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I might take that JetBlue at 406. or American at $427. Might take that. I didn't even know JetBlue flew to Cartagena from
let me see
from Fort Lauderdale.
Scroll up a little bit. Okay, yeah, this is new. They used to only fly to Medellin.
Yeah.
Now they have a JetBlue Fort Lauderdale to CTG.
They fly out of New York. They fly because that's where the hub is, New York City. So
yeah,
there's a lot of JetBlue flights directly there for the Lowski in New York, but I didn't know they had that in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, nah, shout out.
We'll probably take this American flight, hit the MIA airport too.
Buck Travel said y'all going to Petronio Alvarez Music Festival again this year. Man,
more than likely.
Yeah, I hope so. Like that would be part of the plan. Like that's definitely something that would be dope to do again. We really enjoyed ourselves last year, and now that we've been there and kind of know, kind of how to move around properly, I think we definitely want to hit that again for sure. And I don't know if Flyboy is going again, but with me and Al can just go, to be honest.
Flyboy is going again. I think.
Okay.
I think he's going again.
We'll probably see Flyboy get down there.
Yeah. That would be lit. Petronio was lit.
Yeah, I had a good time.
If we can make it out there, man.
I feel like those lives that we did for Petronio Alvarez chat were just so epic. Like it just really, like, people don't understand, like, no
that
one's
shit was
ever done
underrated, bro.
Yeah, that was one of those trips I feel like people tried to, like, bro, we're in the streets, people salsa dancing, we're fucking picking up girls live, getting girls to go back to the crib, girls jumping in taxis with us. Man, shit. I felt like that was just a great experience. You know what I mean? And we were live for fucking 3, 4, 5 hours. One of the lives, I think we were live for like 8 hours or some crazy amount of time. I got to see what our longest live was at Petronio. Flyboy said he purchased his ticket on Smoke's channel. Okay. Then Flyboy will be there. We're not confirmed yet, chat, but we'll keep y'all posted once we figure it all out. But that's the plan, is to go again. And this time we're going to do it a lot better than last time.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
So, I mean, right now, chat, as far as the ticket prices go, it looks like, things are not too crazy. If you plan on going out of the country, I would buy the ticket now, because I don't think this war is going to let up anytime soon. We might be in this war for the next, couple months. Could be shit the rest of the year. Yeah, who knows? Iran is pretty pissed off. There are leaders that have been deleted. There are families of the leaders that have been deleted. There are innocent children that have been deleted. And this is both in Iran and in Israel. But this is all like I said, this is all going to be something we're going to have to talk about on the show, chat. It just is what it is. You can't have a show about, life and travel and not talk about a full-on war that's going out and how it affects us each and every day, and the content that we create and the places we're able to go. Okay. So we will continue to, monitor everything that's going on. But let's play a little more of this clip from DC Born Rob to see if he has anything else, and then we'll comment on it and move on to the next topic.
These increased costs eventually reach consumers in Latin America and the Caribbean, where many countries rely heavily on imported food, electronics, and manufactured products. Another concern is the broader global economy. Wars that disrupt energy markets can slow economic growth worldwide. If inflation rises in the United States or Canada due to higher energy costs, travelers may cut back on discretionary spending, such as vacations abroad. That could mean fewer tourists heading to Latin America or the Caribbean, which would directly affect economies that rely on foreign visitors. Travel experts.
Wow.
Did he say?
That's 3 times.
Say the biggest short-term impact will likely be higher airfare, more expensive cruise tickets, and rising costs across the tourism industry. Hotel, airlines, and tour companies may adjust prices to cover higher fuel and transportation expenses. For travelers from North America, vacations to Latin America and the Caribbean could become noticeably more expensive if the conflict continues and energy prices remain elevated. In the end, while the war is centered in the Middle East, its economic shockwaves are being felt far beyond the battlefield. Through rising fuel prices, higher airline costs, and global financial uncertainty, the effects are reaching tourist destinations across Mexico, Colombia, and the Caribbean, reshaping travel prices and putting pressure on economies that depend on international visitors. So there you go. I'm one of those that's sitting still right now until they can figure all this out and prices will be reasonable. You know, one of the things that pissed me off more than anything is the fact that war strikes and within days, gas prices go up. This same gas that was under the gas station last week.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen. They're gonna raise the prices of gas, chat, almost immediately when a war breaks out, because you know they know that they can do it. There's nothing we can do about it. We rely on it. And to be honest, it may not, the shockwave of gas prices being high may not even hit yet, but they don't give a shit. There's a war. Like, you could absolve accountability, chat. That's one thing I've learned in customer service. And even Al has some stories about that, but you just blame it on something else. Like you just yeah, there's the war going on. It's not me. I mean, what do you want me to do? There's a war in the Middle East. That's why gas prices are high. And then what are you going to say about that? You can't. You know what I mean? It's
some bullshit.
Yeah, everything's energy, chat. You can deflect energy off yourself and put it on something else, and then you don't ever have to take accountability.
Also, I mean, we live in 2026. 2026. Sorry. We're in 2026. And there is no reason at this point why we don't have the capabilities to remove fuel, oil, all that stuff from the drug. Like, we don't even need to have these barge ships can all be ran off of batteries and electricity and solar powered. Like, there's no reason why we even need gas and oil anymore. They're just trying to you know, keep these countries rich, because if we start making all this electric stuff and all of that, then you know it takes money out of a lot of people's pockets, so they don't even want that. So
yeah, chat. Again, we're gonna keep our eye on this war. It's gonna be going on, I think, for a while, and you know, there's gonna be other shit that may happen. You know what I mean? There may be certain airlines that just, you know, won't fly to certain places, which is already happening. People are getting stuck in certain countries. There may be, you know, of course, skyrocketed gas prices. You know, I'm just hoping that things don't get so bad that the United States starts to deal with attacks. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be very careful, man. You know what I mean? And that's one of the big reasons why I'm big on like just traveling and trying to be more of a digital nomad, getting out of this country, at least for a while. I feel like there's a lot of corruption here. It's masked. You know what I mean? I like when things are kind of out in the open sometimes, chat. When things are masked, and here in the United States, there's like a perceived, you know, there's a perceived thing that we aren't being duped and tricked. And you know what I mean? I feel like in other countries, you kind of know what you're going to get and you can either deal with it or not. That's one thing I like about Brazil. You know what I mean? You kind of find your pocket and just be in that pocket. Whereas in the United States, there's just systematic brainwashing that they're trying to do that is traveling to other countries, but it's slower there because there a lot of other countries that we go to at least aren't completely developed. And I kind of like that. Like they are developed, but you have to be in the right space and make enough money to be in those pockets. And then, you know, if you start businesses over there, you can help the people, and actually, you know, family is more appreciated in these other countries. Like it's just like here in the United States, it just feel like we're cooked, man. There's just a lot like that I thought I wouldn't have to deal with in my lifetime that we're dealing with. And me and Al frequently have conversations about dating, relationships, money, jobs, how you're treated here, so on and so forth. And this war is, I think, going to spark a lot of things that we've never had to deal with. And, you know, my goal this year is to, you know, continue to work hard, give you guys obviously great content, travel content, but also find myself in what I want to do and where I want to live. because I don't think Miami is a place that I want to live forever. You know what I mean? This is one of those very fast-paced
What's
cities.
wrong with here?
I'm about to explain it. It's a very fast-paced city, not really a great city to start a family. A lot of cheating, a lot of drugs, and obviously that happens in every part of the world. But I feel like Miami's just like, you know what I mean? There's just too many people here trying to give off like a facade and a character that they're not really. It's not really them. It's not really who they are, and I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Al's not like that. We are who we are, and we've been this way since we've been young. We had a really good friend of ours delete himself because of the pressures here in Miami last year, and he was younger, but he came here from Atlanta, and he's driving Raris and driving McLarens, and you know, this kind of lifestyle isn't built for everybody, man. But I'm happy that I've lived here for 6 years, and I've lived in it, and I've lived in DC, and I come from a small city, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I've gotten to jump up, you know, from Pittsburgh to DC. DC was like, damn, that's a culture shock. Wow, there's a lot of people. Then from DC to Miami, like, oh shit, it's crazy, right? And so, and then I'm happy we've gotten to travel. I'm happy, you know, as much as expensive as it's been, and running up, you know, credit cards and bills and things. I think that to be able to say I went to Japan, Thailand, you know, Philippines, all these places, Brazil, that like most men have never traveled. Like a lot of these guys don't even travel out of their city. So to say that I've been to these countries and touched foot down there, and you know, hung out with some really cool people, smashed some bad chicks from this country, that country, learned about the culture, bro. I'm blessed. I'm happy, but I think the United States is slowly going down like a spiral that I don't want to be a part of. You know, in the next 1 to 2 years, like I just want to kind of figure it out. So,
yeah.
But Al, did you have anything else to add to what I'm saying, or even what DC Born Rob was saying?
We went out yesterday. Me and Steve went out to one of the clubs here, and to just speak on what he was saying, like everybody has to have this facade, this personality. There was a DJ there. This dude has a dressed like a sheik, like I'm like, come on, man. Like all the DJs gotta there was another DJ dressed like Jaden Smith. I'm like, bro, like there's not really a lot of normal people here that are okay with themselves. They just all put up this facade. They all got this, oh, I'm the shit. Miami's just full of a lot of people pretending, a lot of people capping and scamming and all that stuff. So once you can navigate around that and get around it, you know, you're good, but it does get old very, very quickly. So
absolutely. Absolutely, chat. So we can move on to the next topic, but I think that, like I said, like, you know, you got to figure out what you want to do as a man, where you want to live, what kind of lifestyle you want to be in. And, you know, when I'm overseas, especially in like Colombia and Brazil and these other places, even Thailand, like it's not about hoes or just, you know, all the stuff that they say we travel for. It's just about having a better life overall. Like it's like, even if you're making less money, it's like, who gives a shit? If I'm making $5,000 a month and that gets me a penthouse and I could raise a family, and you know what I mean, and eat better food, and like I'd rather do that and make less money than try to make more money here, living in Miami where the costs are high. But let's say even I could afford to live here, and like I'm making a lot of money. It's just the kind of people, the kind of relationships, you know, which brings us to our next topic: relationships. Okay, guys. Recently, okay, breaking news. Okay, Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys, you know, recently, you know, went or is going through a situation with his, you know, wife, whatever it is, you know, and guys, we're all cooked. Okay, we're all cooked, chat. Dak is making a ton of money, and yeah, guys, I think it's time to
get your passports.
Get your passports, and let's all head to the zoo, guys. All right.
Damn it, no.
Let's head to the zoo.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No zoo.
Where do we go?
Delirium.
We go to Delirium.
Get your passport, nigga.
But it's like I tell females, like, if Beyonce got cheated on by Jay-Z, what makes you think that you're so special? So the inverse of that for men is like, if your girlfriend is on a yacht being a fucking thought and you have hundreds of millions of dollars, what makes me feel so special with whatever little amount of money I make per month, right? Like, no matter the scale of man, these women are still gonna do what they do. Like, it's just levels to this shit. Like, okay, Dak Prescott has a really hot big booty Latina girl.
I love big booty Latinas.
Right? She's cute. We'll bring her up if we can here. But like, it's like, so what? She doesn't care. She's gonna get that, money. She didn't sign the prenup. We'll put up the story real quick, chat, so we can see it. Let's do this one. It's on IG. Here we are. All right, we'll do the IG story first, chat, and then maybe we could do a video of it. But here it is, chat. Okay, so Dallas Cowboy quarterback Dak Prescott called off his wedding after his fiancee Jane Ramos allegedly refused to sign a prenup. So I guess, I'm sorry, they didn't get married, but we all know what she's after, right? Dak is worth $250 to about $300 million. Okay, and if you truly love me, why the fuck, you know what I mean? Sign the fucking prenup, bitch. Like, if you're gonna get my money, like, I'm gonna take care of you. We're gonna go on nice trips. I'm gonna buy you Chanel. You're gonna live a great life. So, like, why can't we just do this, right? As many of you know, our wedding is currently scheduled to take place in Lake Como, Italy, on Friday, April 10th, 2026. It is with heavy hearts that we privately inform our audience that we've made a very difficult decision to cancel our wedding. Damn. This is probably what he sent out. I don't know if he posted this, or maybe this is probably what he sent to like people who are coming.
It says email.
Email, okay. Fallen chat, dreaming. Okay. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you.
Well, damn it, I bought my ticket to Italy already last year in my hotel.
Right. And we welcome your prayers. Sarah Jane Ramos and Dak Prescott. Okay. Al, what do you think about this one? Look at Rick Ross.
Can we play the video?
We have, my bad, I didn't put the video up. Hold on. It's in the Discord.
There was like what's the first page? What's the first thing on that Instagram?
That's not a video. It's like
it's not.
Nah.
There was like a little video of them on the of her on the yacht. I put in the Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's play that, chat. Let's play that. I'm sorry. 1 second. They didn't put the yacht, the thought yacht video on this particular Instagram post, but we'll bring it up real quick. But yeah, chat, what do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of a woman saying, you know what?
I have the video up.
You got it up?
No diddy.
No diddy?
So I'll show it.
Okay. I was gonna bring up the video, guys. Okay. And which one is she? She's the one with the she might be, I don't know which one she is.
I don't know which one she is either. Maybe the one on the very end, but
I think it's either this one or the one on the very end right here.
Yeah, I think that's on the very end. But either way, whoever she is, she should not be on that yacht.
Chat, I'm telling you, man, these girls, these females, they want to be out of town.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
Now, I will say, and this isn't to really cover anything up for her, but this looks like maybe, I guess, her bachelorette party.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's on the yacht. I don't know if this is Miami or where this is. There's no dudes, but it is like, I don't know. Is this a reach though? Like,
are you letting your wife have a bachelorette party? Like when you get married?
Nah, probably not.
Is that misogynistic?
I'm not marrying a woman from the United States, most likely. So I don't know what they do overseas. I don't know if
she wants to have a bachelorette party. She wants to have a last hurrah with her friends.
Yeah, she can have a bachelorette party. I'll plan it.
But
No.
You
ain't
plan
no
it.
but.
All right.
Ain't no but.
Where are they going? Where are they plan? Where are you gonna plan it for?
Where?
Yeah.
Not a yacht.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe a nice restaurant. Bowling. Something they can do where they can, have fun.
This is how you know you have a good woman. And one of my family members, they had their one of their friends was getting married. She's already a good woman, but the one of her friends was getting married. They had a bachelorette party going to Target and like buying shit. Like they didn't go out, they didn't really do nothing crazy.
Buying
like,
stuff for the wedding?
Nah, they just like went to Target and bought random shit. Like it was like crazy. Like
that's interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
Party at Target, chat.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life. But yeah, that's I want a woman like that. No, I don't need to go out with my friends. I don't need to go to Miami. There were some girls yesterday at the club. They were having their bachelorette party here in Miami. Flow riders at the club. Just walking around. Terrence J's just walking around.
Yeah.
Just imagine your wife. I actually have an interesting story. So back whenever I was a young bull, as they say in Philly, a young bull, my manager at the place where I worked, he said he had a friend that was a male stripper, and he said, why do you do it? He's like, because there's like bachelorette parties that come in all the time. And he was like, he said, I forget the percentage that he said, but he said like super high, like 80 to 90%. He's smashing somebody from that party, and there's a high percentage that it's the wife, and he's going for the wife every time. Like this dude was a savage. He's just going for the wife every time. And bro, these chicks, like they're with their girls, they got the alcohol, like they're gonna like let them do it and then cover the shit up, and then yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
I think he said like 80% of the time he's getting the wife. Like it was a high percentage, like crazy. And I believe it. I believe it. A lot of dudes be capping, but I do believe that, especially after being in Miami, seeing all the craziness here, seeing all the craziness that I've seen just throughout my life in Atlanta, all that shit. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Let me comment on a couple of you guys' comments. So CJ said, hold on, that's not it. Where's the CJ one? I don't think it's totally about money. She got 2 kids by Dax, so her bag secured. Yeah, CJ, I get that, but what I'll say about that is, look, if you truly love them and you got 2 kids
and your bag secured,
sign
that shit.
Just go ahead and sign the prenup. You know what I mean? Like just go ahead and sign the prenup. With the kids, she's gonna get child support anyway. Like even if the prenup's not, I don't think you can legally put in a prenup there's no child support. So if he did leave her per se, she would get something. And the prenup may have an amount that she gets. Like we don't know, you know what I mean? Like it might not, prenup doesn't necessarily mean she gets nothing. It just means they're coming up with a contract of what she gets.
Yeah.
Right? Which could be nothing. So I don't know what exactly was on the prenup, but you know what I mean? The other thing, CJ, that I'll say about that is women need to have trust in men. You know what I mean? They need to quit looking at everything from like a negative lens. Like you should be like, all right, this is the best I can do, even though I'm a bad Latina, right? This is the best I can do. I have 2 kids by this guy. I love him. I don't think he'll leave me out to dry. He may cheat, right? Women got to stop worrying about if he's cheating and just deal with it. You know what I mean? Or turn the other head. Don't look for it. Is a better way to say it. I'm not saying deal with it, but definitely, he's not bringing bitches back to the crib. He's not serial cheating. You ain't getting no STDs. He's not getting a bunch of bitches pregnant and embarrassing you. Who cares, right? That's what men do. Turn the other eye. But I just think that to ruin your Like now, they're gonna split. She's got 2 kids. She's not, you know what I mean? He's not gonna take care of her. What's she gonna do? And find some other idiot to take care of her and some kids by some other guy? This is a worse situation for her. There should have been someone in her ear, in her family, her father, mother, brother, uncle, something saying, look, Ramos, Miss Ramos, you need to understand that Dak this is the best you're gonna get. This is a top tier guy. Every woman wants the top tier guys, but they don't want to deal with the shit that comes along with it. Part of being with a guy who's top tier that's making hundreds of millions a year is he may not want, he may want you to sign a prenup. He may not want to just, you know, jump the broom with you and just get married and you can just take half. Like, guys are scared of that nowadays, as they should be. So I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm not opposed to Dak's ideology here. Did you want to comment on that, Al?
Yeah, I mean, as far as the prenup, she should have just signed it. Been like, babe, like I believe in you. I'm gonna sign it. I know you're not gonna leave me out to dry. And worst case scenario, she's still protected. I mean, they got a bunch of things in place to protect the woman, even if she signs a prenup. I was in duress, or you're living with her for this amount of time, or you have a kid. Like, there's still stuff in the thing where she has kids. She's gonna be taken care of. The bag secured. Why do you need to come after half of his money if something happens? You're stupid. So you lost out on that. You're gonna have dudes that aren't gonna take you serious because you have 2 kids. They'll hit, but they're not gonna take you serious and take care of your kids and all that stuff. And then when you do get, you know, a guy like that, you're not gonna respect him. So
Tyler said the wife is an idiot. This is clear as day. She's only after the money because even if she signs a prenup, she's still going to get some type of money in the divorce. That's
100%.
He said they were in the Bahamas. Okay. Women ain't shit. Shout out to Show Enough. What up? What up, Rello? Rello in the building. Jerry's new turn. Is that a different one? Rello made another backup page. Jerry's turn and Jerry's new turn. Cease, by the way, I brought my earlier today from NYC. Oh, you bought your ticket earlier today from NYC to Medi. It was $462 round trip. Okay. Tyler said maybe her friends got in her head at the bachelorette party, like you shouldn't sign that. You know how a group of women are. They give terrible advice. Exactly.
Single women keep other women single.
Yeah, man. And that's another reason why, like I said, it's just like dating is completely cooked here. So, like I said, I look at it as if Beyonce can get cheated on, if Dak can get, you know, a divorce before they're supposed to have a very close wedding. This was in April, I think. So they're only like a month away. What makes me special, right? I'm not rich. I'm not famous yet. I'm not, you know, fucking 100 millionaire. Like, if women at the highest level are going to do that to you, the women at the lowest level are going to do it to you too. You know, I spoke with one of my family members the other day, and it's a female, and she's like, oh, not all women are bad. You can find a good woman. You're just looking in the wrong places. You know, no, I'm not looking in the wrong places. And even if I'm looking in places that aren't conventional, I feel like women are, the mindset of women has changed. Okay. We are now in the times where gone are the days where you can be a gentleman. You can just bring a girl flowers. You can just be not even a nice guy, but a good guy. You know, women, you know, we were at the club yesterday. I was saying, bro, girls are standoffish. They don't even want to dance with guys. Guys, we're at an R&B spot. R&B is slow dancing, like sexual dancing, like movement. Like you're supposed to have a partner when some of these songs are coming on. It's not, you know, fucking EDM raging against the fucking machines. This is like R&B, baby. You know, the music is about, baby, look so good. Your body's so sexy. Pull me close. That's what the music, that's the vibe, you know, candle lit, you know what I'm saying? Women in dresses, and I can't even dance with any of these girls. They're all in circles dancing by themselves, standing around. I'm not cut from that cloth. When I was younger, you go to an R&B spot and women danced. That was the whole point. It was just a dance. It's not a big deal. It wasn't this big thing. You know what I mean? Dating and a lot of that, like a lot of this relationship stuff is just difficult. I'm not saying it to complain. I grew up in the era where it wasn't that hard. You know, part of me feels like, damn, maybe I should have cashed out when I was younger, when women were more cool. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, even that isn't working out because the women of that age group have now grown up and now they're in this and now they think they can do better than every guy. So, you know, his fiance, or now I guess they're just broken up, is gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. She's gonna have 2 kids by an NFL player. Dudes are gonna want to smash. You know what it has done, Al? It's raised her stock for niggas that are gonna go in her DMs and try to be Captain Save-A-Hos, but really they just want to fuck.
They're just gonna hit, and then she's gonna get skeeted on, and then kick back to the streets.
Women need to understand. Yes, when you're with high-profile men, or like you're like Cardi B or whatever. Niggas, when we have like drama in the news, niggas are like, yo, I'm gonna try to fuck smash. Like niggas, just like we talk about.
They're gonna lie to you and tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, but it's just like we talk about in the travel space. Like if we show a girl, niggas will try to hit. Like even guys that are like, you know, rappers or ball players, if they have a situation with their girl, niggas will automatically like, I want to fuck her too. Like that's just how niggas be, bro. They feel like it's because they feel like they're dominating something, like they're doing something cool to fuck a girl that you used to fuck. Whatever. I'm not like that. But there are a lot of men that find that to be, I don't know, it turns them on or something. I don't get it. But so her stock will get, it'll rise because niggas is gonna try to just smash. And she's gonna take that attention and think that it's real, and it's not gonna be real. But if she had a real man in her life, like I said, a father or a brother or uncle that would tell her this, she would be able to try to bounce back or try to work things out with that.
The difference is, like you said, they're supposed to be dancing with men and they aren't. Overseas, you go to a country like Colombia, you go to a country like Cuba, you go to any Spanish country, Mexico, any place. The women are dancing with the men are dancing with the women. Salsa, bachata, all that stuff. They're having a good time. They're interacting, they're mingling, all that stuff. You know, when we were at Petronia Alvarez, they're doing salsa, like they all love that shit. So it's a whole different ball game.
Shout out to Flexico in the building. What up, Flex? Calais says all the good traditional women are taken and married. Yeah, a good majority of them. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to find them. You know what I mean? The women
find
here,
the needle in the haystack.
Yeah, women here, chat, are emotionally unavailable. Sometimes they're physically unavailable because they're just working all the time, and then they, you know what I mean? And then I am a big believer that if women truly are into you and like you, they'll, like, women break rules for the guys that they like. So they will get off their little, like, you know, work 8 hours, go home, you know, sleep or watch Netflix. And like, they'll break their routine if it's with a guy that they perceive or, you know, like a lot. But the problem is, like I said, getting these girls, you know, like getting their numbers, getting them out on a date. You know, that's why a lot of guys just try to bypass that. It's like, yo, come over at Netflix and chill. Cause it's like this whole dating thing just doesn't work. But like, then you gotta, you know, raise interest. Like, I haven't had too many bad dates. Like when I go out on dates, my dates are usually successful. The issue with a lot of, you know, that I have in the United States, which I still get girls and go out on dates, but like the issue that I have is getting these girls to go out on, just to get them to go out. A lot of these girls are just like, I'm working my job, I'm in school. Everything that they have going on is more important than a man. Like a man is like third or fourth on their list, or they already have a bunch of guys. They have, you know, an idiot that, you know, fixes your car. They have, you know, the big bulky guy that just blows their back out. They have, you know, they have like a guy that pays their phone bill, right? They have like all these compartmentalized guys. And so you coming in trying to talk to her, she's just not emotionally available. She has too much. She might even like you, but she's just not willing to drop her routine or even all the guys that she has. Women are really turning, like I said, into men, and men are turning into women. And I just would rather live somewhere where, like Al said it to me the other day, and this is true. And we've said this before on the show, and I've said this before in the past, but I'd still rather deal with women in other countries, even though this whole like get the bag, be, you know, whatever sexy red shit is spreading in Colombia and Brazil. Those women over there are still better acting than the women here. Better looking too, but like better acting, which is more important. Like I'd rather be with a 6 in another country, but just has like good values. You know what I mean? You know, treats me well, can cook. Like you guys saw, I brought that the girl from the boat ride, the girl in the green with the fucking big ass, the black girl, and she was like laughing. She's like, "Yeah, I cook." She's like, "Women in the United States don't cook." She was like, literally, like her mind was blown when I told her like a good majority of women in the United States don't cook. She was like, pfft. She's like, "That's easy, like cooking." Like, and that's the problem, chat. Like in other countries, let's say she didn't have the best attitude, right? Some of y'all didn't necessarily find her that attractive, whatever. But I was saying it to you guys when she was right next to me. I'm like, yo, I'd rather date a girl like that. Let's say you give her a 5 or a 6, or if you gave her a 4. She cooks, she cleans. You know what I'm saying? The only problem with her was she had a kid, right? There's a lot of single moms in these other countries. Like guys are over there just smashing all the chicks and then leaving them. That's a big problem in Colombia and Brazil and some of these other Latino countries. They just, the men are not sticking around. But if you can find a good one that doesn't have kids, shit, it'd be easy to start a family over there.
Yeah. I put 2 videos for us. I was trying to find this one. I was looking for it. I think I found it. I don't know which one's which, but we can go over both of these.
Okay. And real quick, shout out to Flexico. Flexico has been in Barranquilla. He's, you know, dated some women over there. I'm sure Flexico's Spanish is really good now because he's submerged in it. But, you know, Flexico, maybe on one of our next shows, I'd love for you to come on and like explain like your experience in Barranquilla. You know, you jumped right into the fire and just dating women over there. You could like maybe come on and explain to the chat like how the women are and, you know, how they treat you over there. I'm sure, again, you get in some arguments. It's just like any guy with a woman. But like I said, for us as men, it's just, I want to have a better life. I know women are going to fucking get on my nerves, but damn it, I don't want them fucking, you know, screaming, yelling, calling the cops, trying to, you know, get half and don't want to sign prenups. Like, I just want women who like, they don't have to fucking be complete slaves. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't want masculine women. I want women who are like ladylike and are easygoing. And it just doesn't happen here in the United States. It's very tough. And women in the United States, they'll put on a good front. They'll act like they're real sweet and nice for the first 3 months. And then after month 4 or 5, you know, I've dated a lot of women here in the United States, guys. I had a chick, I was just about to make my girlfriend, and she just like fell off. Like just started to act like a bitch. Like I've had that where I'm this close to making a girl my girlfriend, and then she just gets mad at something and like, oh, you're just like, all right, bitch, go. All right, let's bring this up. Is this the right one now?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this is the one I wanted to go over.
Oh, is this yours? Or I think this is, yeah, that's yours. That's why.
Oh, my bad.
That's cool. Okay, I got it. All right, here we go, chat.
Bros, right? Because everyone says they go overseas, they get these girls, and these women will never love them. Why not just stay in America and pay these same women the same money and take care of them the way that you would take care of a woman from overseas, right? It's not that simple. You go overseas, you get these women, they're trained to be submissive, they're trained to cook, they're trained to clean. Yeah, they may not love you, they may not even fucking like you, but they're going to give you the, how do you call it, the illusion that they like and love you. They're going to give you as many kids as you want, as long as they are taken care of with that green card. Now, let's just say he gave that same exact money and that same exact lifestyle to a black girl in America. She's for sure not fucking cooking. She's for sure not fucking clean. Hell, she's not even fucking listening. And you black girls have made it clear, like, I'm not listening, I'm not being submissive, I'm not giving you hella kids, like, I'm not doing this and the fifth. So why not go and pay for exactly what the fuck you want? Why would I even play games in America if I know I can go overseas and get exactly what the fuck I want? I mean, again, perception is everything. And just like these niggas, they be running games on y'all all day. Y'all think these men love y'all. Y'all keep the baby, all this other stuff. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same perception that someone likes and loves you. Again, the passport bros are onto something because they're paying for exactly what they want. So
Preach. Preach. Preach.
Run that back, turbo.
Preach.
You still can't take dating advice from women and listen to them, but she's pretty close to being spot on. She made some mistakes. We're not bringing them back to the United States for them to get their green card, firstly. Like I don't know how many times, how many different languages I need to say that in. I need to learn that in Spanish. I need to learn that in Portuguese. I need to learn that in French, just in case for the people in the back that don't understand that concept. No, we're not bringing them back to the United States for them to get their green card. They don't want their green card. They're staying in their country. If you're smart, some people do, but she's the closest that anybody's been, but she's still a little bit off.
Yeah, so let me play it back real quick, just a little bit. I'll pause on a few parts that I want to comment on. So here's just, I'm not going to necessarily play the whole thing, but I just want to pause real quick. So
everybody hates the passport bros, right? Because everyone says they go overseas, they get these girls, and these women will never love them. Why?
Okay, love, guys, is I think we use that word and we throw it around, and I think love can happen later. People can love you or love certain things about you, and they don't necessarily have to be, you know, mushy love, Disney Channel love, you know, magic carpet ride in love with you for things to work. What we want as men is for this shit to work, and you know what I mean. It doesn't always have to be the most. Oh, this thing is doing this thing again. Check. There we go. It doesn't necessarily have to be love at first sight and all this fairy tale bullshit that they're trying to feed women in here. So I do need women, you know, the 0.5 women that are in here to understand that. And then hold on, she said something else that was very interesting.
Why not just stay in America and pay these same women the same money and take care of them the way that you would take care of a woman from overseas?
It's not the same money.
Yeah.
So we're not paying women the same money. We're paying less and we're getting more when we go to other countries, especially countries like Brazil, Colombia, Thailand, Philippines. The women are more feminine. So, but we're also, if you're just talking money, I get what she's trying to say, but we are paying money in both situations, but we're actually paying less.
A lot less.
Yeah.
A lot less to live, a lot less that it costs to maintain them, a lot less just in general, and you're getting 1,000,000 times more.
Absolutely.
And you're getting exactly what you want. I want this, like you said, I want steak. I want a steak. I want it cooked medium rare, blah, blah, blah. Then you get with an American woman and it's, well, I'm going to give you fucking what? Turducken, fried some turkey or whatever. I don't want turkey. I want steak.
Right. And imagine your steak talking back to you. Like you get the steak, but then the steak's like, yeah, I don't fucking want to, like, you know what I mean?
And it's well done.
Yeah.
Burnt to a crisp.
It like grows arms and just and legs and jumps off the plate and then puts like a fish there or something. It's like, yeah, you eat this, motherfucker. It's like, it's not even.
But I paid for steak.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not even the waiter bringing it out wrong. It's the actual steak. It's you paid for it. Like it's yours. And then it's just like, yeah, fuck you. Like, I'm not a fucking steak. Like, it's like, it's even worse here. Like,
and then it shames you. You only want me because I'm steak.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You only want the medium rare steak. You don't want this well done steak.
Right.
Starts talking shit.
Right. So at that point, it's like, I'd rather, you know, well, this goes on to the next thing that she says. Hold on.
Overseas, right? It's not that simple. You go overseas, you get these women, they're trained to be submissive, they're trained to cook, they're trained to clean. Yeah, they may not love you, they may not even fucking like you, but they're gonna give you the, how do you call it, the illusion that they like.
Okay, so that part, she says, they may not like you, they may not love you, but they're gonna give you the illusion. Call it whatever the fuck you want. She's listening to me, she's not cheating, she's not a whore, she's having my kids, she's sucking my dick every morning, and I get a meal and my back rubbed. And she gets what she wants. She gets her hair, nails done, doesn't have to work for the rest of her life. Like,
family's taken care
of. She loves the kids.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You don't love me, at least you love our kids, right? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you like? That's what I'm saying, guys. I know that it sounds very like mean or whatever to say it like that, but there's a point in a man's life, especially when you hit your 30s, where you're just like, I just need this to work.
Where you hit your 30s and you're successful and you put up with all the bullshit and you go and fight the world to bring back money. And then it's the stakes talking back to you.
Yeah, it needs to work. It just needs to work. And she's listening. She's not cheating. She's, like I said, giving me head every morning. She knows her duty as the woman. She's taking care of the kids, and I'm bringing the. It works. That's it. that's what, and like I said, the love, and we're gonna get used to each other no matter what. That's the funny part. Like, she's gonna like certain things about me. I'm gonna like how she gets up in the morning and she does her hair. Like, there's still gonna be, it'll build itself. I don't believe, Al, that there are women, maybe there are, but I don't believe there are women in relationships. Let's say I moved to Thailand and I was 58 years old and I got me a young 25-year-old hot Thai chick. And everyone's saying she's only with him for the money. She's only with. I don't believe there's a woman the majority of these women are waking up every morning going, ugh, this fucking nasty motherfucker. Like, she's all mad. I think that most women, they're happy that they're being taken care of. Maybe they're not that attracted to them, but like, I don't think they're pissed.
Nah.
Like, they make it seem like those women are not even happy. They're cheating, and no.
Nah,
I don't believe
I don't. There may be some, but I don't think it's the majority.
The majority. Like, if you
I don't think
a
it's
percentage,
I don't even think it's a high enough percentage to really even count, to be honest. I honestly don't. It's a fair deal.
It's a fair deal.
Women get mad when it's a fair deal and it's not. Bruh, women are literally Omar Khan, bro. The Steelers. Omar Khan on the Steelers does not make any fair trades. He doesn't make any fair deals. He just got Michael Pittman today for absolutely free. Mm-hmm. If it's a fair deal, he doesn't do it. They're literally that. But whenever it is, like,
they either want leverage or nothing.
I need all the leverage. I need everything, or else it's you're trying to take advantage and you're creepy and you're throwing whatever word. Like, they're literally that. Like, Omar Khan traded Chase Claypool for a first round pick to the Bears.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy.
And then got Justin Fields, who was a first round pick for a 6th round pick. Like, bro, he don't make fair trades. He just takes from all these teams. And that's why he's so nice. That's why he's the best GM. But that's what they want. They want that type of deal. Like, Chase Claypool for a first round pick, for the 32nd pick in the draft. Like, that's wild.
So let me ask you guys a question. We'll stop the video there. Do you care about what she's calling the illusion? What if I told you guys in the chat that you could get a woman who does, she cooks, cleans, like I said, sex is always on the table, head in the morning, every morning, she cooks, she cleans, she's going to give you kids, and she's not going to cheat. But she doesn't, I don't want to say she doesn't love you, but like, it's more like a contractual thing. It's more like she's just, it's not faked, but it's more like she's gonna, as long as you are doing what you're supposed to do as the man, she's gonna do what she's supposed to do as the woman, and you grow from there. Or would you rather have the lovey-dovey, our first date, it was love at first sight, and all these other things, like all that superficial stuff that get people think they want, and we really, really love each other, and we're into each other, and kissy, 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 and you get the bullshit you get here in the United States. Though she's not gonna cook. Like, this is kind of a setup question, because I feel like most of you will. But let's say she does cook, but she's not that great of a cook. She goes out with her friends. I won't make it the worst scenario. She goes out with her friends, 3 times a month, and they, you don't know necessarily what she's doing. They go out to some club, like the traditional, like what you get here in the United States, what the traditional thing is here now. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have like a chick like from the Philippines or Thailand who just does, it's like I said, as long as you have the money and you're taking care of her, she does what she's supposed to do. Right. And it's not this, it doesn't have to necessarily be this love the whole time. She's just there, and she does what she wants. I want to know what you guys would take. Okay. Because I'm curious, because that love stuff, it's in and out. It's not always, you know what I mean? You might love the shit out of your wife, and then, she gets on your fucking nerves, and maybe you still love her, but it's like, there's duty. One has duty in it, and then the other one doesn't have any duty. The woman feels like she can just do whatever she wants and leave you. And that's the problem with the United States. There's no duty. I've said this to Al multiple times. The reason why women here look down upon men is because they make money. If you go to a country where women aren't making a bunch of money, they tend to have a lot more respect for men. The more poor they are, the more they respect men. And family values, you got to add that in too. More family oriented and more poor the country is, The women tend to respect men and understand that men really bring a lot to the table. When you get no family values, but especially women making money, going to school, getting their PhD or whatever it is that they're trying to get, yeah,
I'm a PhD.
They don't respect men, right? Maverick said option 2. Exactly. I don't want you to throw that you have a PhD in my face.
I'm a PhD.
One of my family members, a woman, didn't date him because he was an electrician in the Air Force, and he didn't have his PhD.
I'm a PhD.
And so my uncle, like I said, is now my uncle is in his 60s now. Okay.
Super successful.
Super successful.
One of the people that like helped mentor me and Steve when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And yeah,
this woman is now in her 60s as well. And don't
probably
you know,
single as French toast.
She's single and still goes on his Facebook page, typing, to him sometimes, hey, big head. When we were in our 20s and 30s, she ridiculed him for not having a PhD or not going to school.
I'm a PhD.
And said that electrician, you're like girls do nowadays. You're a plumber. You work with your hands and you can fix light bulbs and fixtures in here. Oh my God, that's a turnoff. And she literally passed up on him.
Hey.
And this is back in the 80s, chat. This is when it didn't start.
You don't have a cool job. You can't just make good money. You gotta have a cool job.
Yeah.
I mean, that reminds me of the women here in Miami. There's a lot of girls already that's happening to us too. Me and you. We get hit up by a lot of chicks that they're mad that they missed out. They're mad that they didn't get what me and Steve and when we were young, all that shit, and they're in our DMs. They see us successful. They see us overseas. They see all the stuff that we're doing. Oh, I want to do that. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Chat, there's a sickness going on through social media, Dashiki. There's a sickness. And like I said, 5, 10, 15 years from now, when I'm in my 50s, 60s, they're gonna, like I said this before, they're gonna do a study and they're gonna be, and mark my words, chat, okay? Steve's saying it now on intuition. There are gonna be spinster homes of women. They're going to be saying, where did all the men go? And why are all these people single? And we need to hook them up now in their 60s and 70s. So at least they don't die alone. And like and then the effects of social media on the brain and what it's done. Guys, this is the first wave of the Instagrams, the Facebooks. We don't know what's going to happen with AI and all this stuff in the next 3 to 5 years. But I'm telling you guys, this social media shit is fucked up. It really is fucked. When you think about it, it's fucked up. Yeah. And I always said it was social media and typing and shit is for women. It's not even for men. Like women like that attention ship. And now we got men that want and love this attention stuff. So, I remember when we were younger and Facebook came out, if you were in a relationship with a girl, you put like in a relationship with, Jessica. And then when you guys would break up, everybody like, oh, it'd be like, it was like this big thing. And I was like, man, this is kind of like fucked up. Like you're putting your relationship married to, and then you do it. And then it's like this thing where now everyone can see it. It's just like the being personal has been gone. It's like everyone's just airing out everything on the internet. And I don't think it's healthy.
Nah. Shout out to the Black Cleaner. Giving us $2 super chat. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please support the show. We put all of the money back into the channel, so it helps us out so much, and we appreciate it. A lot of these conversations we're not able to monetize off of. YouTube doesn't pay us anything because these are conversations that they don't really want us to have. So we appreciate that. He said, who cares what 4% of the world's population thinks? I agree 100%, bro. Like, who cares? Who cares? 100%. Appreciate it. Wanted to pull this up. I posted this in the Facebook group earlier. So you got chat. Y'all got to let me know where your perfect woman is. I'll let y'all know what mine is.
So wait, you got to pick from.
You got $5 to spend.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
What's your woman You got $5 to spend out of all of these on here, so you can pick. Okay, each one. Some cost more than $1. Damn.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me see if I got mine here. Damn. Okay. This is funny. Okay, I think I got mine.
What's yours? I know. Wait, I already know what yours is.
Do you think so?
It's definitely number 2.
Yeah, that was one of them. You should get the other ones pretty easily.
Number 10.
Yep.
That's 4, so I gotta get 2 more. Number 5.
No.
No. Number 7.
I feel like number 5 could be not number 7. Number 5 can be like learned. Like, I mean, I could like I guess if we threw a caveat that she'd never be good in bed, you know, I guess that would be
okay. 2, 3, 10. Is that it?
It's 2. It's well, no, I only have $5. If I do 2 and 3, I'm out.
My bad.
No, it was between 2 and 3, so one or the other. So let's go 3, 10, and 6. Okay, I was actually I don't want like a complete airhead woman. I want smart, meaning like she can.
You
help
still got $1 left.
No. I have.
You said 3.
Yeah, I started with. I'm sorry.
3 costs $2.
No, I said 2. I said 2, 10, and 6.
Okay. 2,
and then if I swapped out the other one with 3, I'd go. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll do with 3, 10, 6, and 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine.
6 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 10, 6 and 5.
No, it's not. It's not $6, Dashiki. If I did 2,
he was talking about the nice ass and then the pretty face,
okay.
And then he was talking about what I said.
Yeah, I was saying 2 and 3 are interchangeable. I mean, we're not interchangeable, but I would either do. I don't know. I'd have to pick which one I would be. I don't care about boobs.
3, 5, 6, 10.
Yeah, nice ass is good, but I can do a pretty face without a nice ass. Like at this point in my life, back when I was younger, she got to have a fat ass. I don't care about that as much. She can have a decent ass, nice smile. That is important to me, but it's not. I mean, she can have a decent smile.
Yeah, we can get them. We can get them teeth. We overseas. We can get them teeth fixed up for you.
Yeah.
Chat. What are y'all perfect? Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
What's your perfect woman?
Perfect.
Let us know, chat. But yeah, I mean, for me, I wish they'd had more options on here to choose from. But these are good, I guess.
Dashiki wanted us. He posted some in the Discord.
Discord. Okay, we'll check it out. Golden Child says all these chicks look down on blue collar. Now they're getting let go from their office jobs because of AI. The irony, the blue collar dude is going to be the next 6-figure job. Of course. Yeah, because
that's definitely a great
great take. Yeah, that's a great take. It's gonna flip-flop. Blue collar is it was always a good industry to be in, but now more than ever, working with your hands. Obviously they're making AI robots, but like, is an AI robot gonna come and fix your toilet at this point? No. And that's gonna be hard. There are certain things that humans can get in and do without some machine, coming and doing. So being a plumber, an electrician, what other carpenter, which I guess there's machines that can cut. But what I'm saying is there just are certain things with these blue collar jobs that, are never going to really be able to be replaced anytime soon. Whereas, AI is going to take over, bro. And that's a lot of women and even men now are doing AI jobs like that AI could just do. They have stores now where you could just walk in and just walk out and it scans your card. Like they don't even really need that many employees. Like the shit's gonna change, guys. It's supermarkets. When I'm in my 60s, chat, I'm like, damn, I remember when we had to walk up and scan our items, and there was all these people in the stores helping us. That shit's gonna be gone, bro. Cornell said 3, 5, and 10. Hold on, let me go back to that. 3, 5, and 10. Okay, so you want pretty face, good in bed, and faithful. Yeah, every guy should be picking faithful. That's kind of one that I think every guy will want. You don't want your girl getting smashed out by other dudes, of course. But look, man, there's a lot of other elements that I would want from a woman. But I mean, if I had to pick from this list, those are the ones I would pick. Also, guys, real quick, make sure you guys like the video. Likes are free. Share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. You guys can also send in super chats and or cash apps. Our cash app is $Mentuition. If you want to send a PayPal, the PayPal is in the link in the description below. Okay. I think Al sent me another. Did we react to the other thing that he sent me? Hold on, chat. Let me see. What's this one? And then Dashiki will bring up your thing real quick. Let's bring this up, and then Dashiki will bring yours up. Here we go. All right, here's another one. This guy lives in Miami. I see him all the time. He's cool with King 6'8". This is one, right?
Yeah, this is the one I had, and then we can bring up the Shikis after.
Dream girl to live happily ever after. No, you won't. Understand the average man here is a multimillionaire to that woman. $200 could pay her rent for 1-2 months. You are a multimillionaire superstar in her eyes, and it's beneficial to her and her family. As long as you don't dilute yourself to think that those kisses come from love instead of survival, then guess what? Do what you do. Live happily ever after. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, because most of you dudes going to get with a woman out here, and it's going to be the same thing, and you're going to get taxed. And guess what? You're going to get taxed, and she's going to have a bad attitude. You go to a different country, it's going to be very minimal money, and she's going to talk to you right. So, weigh the options. I could be over here with this woman who makes me pay for everything and is really only with me because I'm supporting her, and she going to talk to me wrong. Or I can go to another country, spend a fourth or even less than that of the price, and she's going to talk to me right. It's the same thing, except it's cheaper over there. So I ain't mad at you if you go over there, but don't ever dilute yourself into thinking that it's anything different, is what I'm saying. Don't dilute yourself into thinking she actually like you, man.
Again,
I agree with they're like 90% correct, both of them. 85, 90%. Steve talks about it all the time. Like, who cares at the end of the day? We do not care. We do not care.
Nobody cares, nigga.
Who cares if I'm ordering steak, I'm getting steak. Who cares? Well, the waiter only brought it to you because you're American. Who cares? I ordered it.
Right.
I'm getting it. Right. So who cares about that? And like Steve said, like you can't really think that if maybe originally, like you said, you got that 65-year-old white American guy in Thailand with an 18-year-old. A lot of people like firstly over there, I don't really think that they think that it's as crazy as people think. Like they're used to age gap. They like that stuff. Like I said, it's a fair trade. Cool. But secondly, eventually the love grows. Like if you have kids with a woman, you can't honestly think, and you're providing, and you're there, and you're taking care of her, and you're taking care of all of her nails. Women are a lot more emotional than we are. So if you're doing all of that for her, you're providing for your family, she's raising your kids, you honestly think that she's just kissing you just to kiss you? Like you honestly think that she got 4 kids by you, she don't have kids by nobody else? You think that she don't love you? Like,
and he said chat. So like and love are two different things. But you think that she don't even like you?
Yeah,
especially
just doing it, just doing it for the bag. Like, no, that's some women. Yeah, if you go to Medellin and you try to find a wife there, it may not be the most ideal place to go. but you still can find it. It's just harder to find it there. But what if you don't go to Medellin? What if you go to somewhere else? You go to a different part of Colombia where it's a smaller town. Yeah, she might initially be doing it for survival, or she may not love you, but you think you have 4 kids by her, 3 kids, 2 kids, you taking care of all of her needs, you taking care of her family loves you, you're cool with them, you learn the language, all that shit. You think that it's not possible to find love overseas. I think you're just stuck in the matrix. You're a plantation bro. So that's what I'm talking about. I think a lot of these people, I won't call out any channel in specific, but I think a lot of these channels that have no idea what they're talking about, they don't travel, they don't go overseas, they don't experience any of this stuff. They just have this blanket statement of these girls ain't gonna love you no matter what. I think that that's bullshit.
This whole she don't like you, bro, she's just in it for this shit is getting on my nerves. Because first of all, nigga, how do you know that she don't like you? Like everyone,
you raising her up, you taking her on dates,
yeah, like
salsa dancing.
It's cool to sit up here on these cameras, guys, and be like, yeah, if you go overseas, just know one. And I tell Goldie or whatever his name is, bro, you don't know if a girl overseas like or don't like the nigga, or maybe she didn't like him at first, but then she did like him. At the end of the day, like Al said, if I want steak, and as long as my girl not cheating on me, I don't give a shit. Actually, let's say she didn't like me or love me. She not cheating, she not being a hoe, she giving me kids, she just want to be taken care of. Perfect. But he's right in the second part that he said is you'll do all that for the girls here in the United States and they'll still shit on you and they have a bad attitude. So that's what I'm saying. Would you rather deal with a bunch of insufferable women who are going to be assholes to you and you spend all this money, and then she just you like one of the girlfriends I fucking got rid of a few years ago, I had bought the chick a couch. You know what I'm saying? I bought her a fucking like a workout Bowflex type of thing. I'm spending all this money on tickets and stuff to go to these nice restaurants and nice concerts, and then she goes off and we break up, and now she keeps all of that shit. I lose all that money. You know what I'm saying? She got my couch, right? Some other nigga on my couch with her, right? Like you're doing all these things. You're wasting all this time. You're wasting all this money on women who at a point they like you or love you or whatever it is that they like you, whatever it is they want out of a relationship, and then it all goes to shit and you lose more money and then you get a bad attitude. Whereas if you go overseas and you deal with women in a country where it's a fourth of the price, like he said, well, at least if it doesn't work out, you're losing less. That's the whole point, guys. Why would I want to lose more when I could lose less?
And that the women here ain't gonna love you. Like a lot of them ain't gonna love you. You know that they're gonna be like Dak Prescott type chicks, especially if you're successful. So, like Steve said, it's a lot less investment, it's a lot less risk, and you have the potential for it to happen. And even if it doesn't happen, you're still getting what you want out of the deal.
As men, we gotta play the numbers game. Women don't like it, and feminine men, like beta male men, don't like it. But at the end of the day, it's about the numbers. The numbers say, if I go to Thailand, it costs me less to deal with this woman. Getting her nails done may only cost me $15 US. Like everything is less. So, and then it's less attitude. So everything, like all the bullshit, like it's just like, why not live there? Right. And so if the worst of it is I have to be uncomfortable for a little while and not understand the language, but I'll learn it after a year or two, I'll take my risk. Or if the risk is, oh, she may not like you, or she may just be using you for your money, but she's going to be faithful. Like I said, I'm getting head every morning. She's going to give me kids. I don't give a shit if she doesn't like me. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. She's doing what I want. I want this fucking thing to work. It works. I don't want to be with women who quote unquote like me and then they fall out of love or like of me and then they try to fucking ruin me. And that's the problem. So I think that as men, we need to be more practical about the relationships that we're getting in with these women here. And if you want to date in the United States, that's fine. We're not here to shit on women, but I think relationships as a whole, because of the social media aspect, is really just ruining a lot of women and men, and just the bonding, the pair bonding that you would get. And again, it has traveled over to Thailand. It has traveled into Colombia, but it's a whole lot less of an attitude. Even the arguments over there, like the arguments there, chat, and I've said it before on the show, like a woman will say something to you, but she'll kind of watch her mouth. She's not just quick to jump out. Some of them will jump out the gate, you motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. But it's not, that's not their first response.
And here,
typically,
like the women think that they can fight men and do all this stuff and craziness.
Yeah, some shit came up on my feed. Some girl was hitting some guy and he just knocked her out. I'm like, damn, like, why are you, he shouldn't have knocked her out like that. But why are you hitting on the guy? Women in other countries know not to do that. They just know not to do that. And in some other countries, like Brazil, a woman start hitting on a guy, he's allowed to smack the shit out of her. And nothing happens over there. You woman start doing some shit.
Yeah, it don't even have to be hitting. She don't even have to put her hands on him. She gets out of line. She starts talking to him crazy.
He slapped the shit
bro. They slapped the shit out of him.
Yep.
Y'all saw it on our. Well, y'all didn't see it, but after that one, I heard about it on one of our things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's night and day difference, man. Shout out to our guy Heck in the building. Send a $5 cash app. We gotta pull that up.
Shout out to
play
Heck,
the music.
Man. Appreciate you, dog, for the donation. Thank you so much.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
To our guy Heck coming in. Let me move this down. I got it. There it is.
What the hell?
Shout out to Heck for the $5, man. Salute, man. Appreciate you, dog. And I think Heck is still traveling in Asia, right?
Bro, Heck's goated.
Heck been gone for
a year.
Yeah, damn, bro.
For a year.
Let's drop a bomb for Heck for being gone for a fucking year, Chad. That's crazy. It's been at least a year, right?
Yeah, I remember I was talking to him about some shit last year, and then right before he left, he went to Cabo, and then he's been traveling for a full year, bro. Shout out to him, man. Living the life.
Super proud of you, bro.
Living the life. We linked up with him in Medi a couple times, man. Solid dude. So we appreciate the love, brother.
I wish every man could do what Heck is doing, man. I wish every man could get a chance to travel. And that's why I think a lot of people like our show, because they can kind of live vicariously through us and see what else is out there. It's just dope. Some of you guys can't travel. You have situations here, or, you can't travel for long. You have families and things you got to get back to. But I know a lot of guys is like, as soon as my kids get older, I'm out. You know what I mean? There was some conversations I was having with some of the mafia about that. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? The good part about me and Al is we don't have kids yet. So we can be out whenever we, get whatever situation going here. We don't really have any ties here. We can just go, and then we can start our families over there. So I never thought I would say this. Like when I was in my 20s, I never thought I'd be thinking like, oh, I'm not going to get married in the United States. And like, it's just crazy that I'm even saying that. You know what I mean? This is coming out of my mouth right now, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? I think, that, and, I've had, I won't say, put people under the bus, but I've had conversations with very high profile people that have said the same thing, that they don't want to get married in the United States. They want to have kids in other countries. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy that people that I've been around that are rich or famous that get girls here, okay, they don't really have a problem getting girls, are saying, I don't want to marry here in the United States. It's too much of a risk.
Shout out to Golden Child. He said, regardless of whether it does not work or it does work, you're not going to lose half of your assets like you would in the United States. Prenups can be contested as well. Philippines, divorce is illegal. Yeah, man. That's the difference. That's the difference. I mean, it's so much less risk. So much less risk, so much less of an investment for a much better, and the potential is way higher. Would you rather buy, if you're going to buy a house, would you rather buy it here in the United States for $1 million? You get a what are they doing now? 50-year mortgages. You got a 50-year mortgage on $1 million house. You're paying your probably $2,000 a month, somewhere around there. Over 50 years, or would you rather? And the house isn't going to appreciate much more. Not saying that. I'm just using this as a hypothetical situation. Houses do appreciate, but I'm just using this as a hypothetical. Your house is only going to stay the same value, or would you rather invest overseas in a $150,000 house, and your investment's a lot less upfront, your mortgage is way less, and then your house is going to appreciate to be $1 million house? Like, it's a no-brainer. Like, that's basically like the analogy of being overseas, and just it's a lot less to risk because you're not spending as much money. You're able to do so much more, and they can't bury you and take everything and rake you over the coals.
Absolutely.
I'll pull up the video now that Dashiki was talking about too. Shout out to him.
There's no sound, I don't think.
I'm gonna turn it on.
To, I'm his. I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie. I'm not saying like IG baddie. I hold my own, but if you know, you know. Please tell me if you've ever been someone's first baddie, and how do you overcome that? Goodbye. I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie. I'm not saying like IG baddie. I hold my own, but if you know, you know. Please tell me if you've ever been someone's first baddie, and how do you overcome that? Goodbye.
Okay.
I fear that the man I'm talking to.
Chat, is this
I
baddie?
need to book a flight immediately out of this fucking country. My life points, my hit points, everything is down to 0 at this point, and I need to get the fuck out of here.
Is this a baddie?
Reset,
Chat, what do y'all rate her?
Oh my goodness, that almost took me out.
She looks like she's Indian. She from India,
and she's serious too. She's serious.
Man, the delusion, chat. I don't know what's going on in today's age. What's in the water and the food? I don't get it. Yeah, that's wild. The comments on the OG vid on TikTok are insane. Okay, so this was from TikTok. Yeah, I'm sure she's getting roasted online. I mean, like Al said, she's definitely not trolling. She actually thinks she's a baddie. This is the delusion of like, because a lot of women will be like, well, why don't you guys stop trying to date girls who are baddies? Well, this girl isn't a baddie, but she thinks she's a baddie, right? So you have average to below average looking women who think that they're better looking than they really are. Maybe because they gave some head to some, basketball player on the Grizzlies. I don't know. I don't know where the women are getting these thoughts that they're just the baddest thing walking. And as men, again, we can't rely on our looks. We have to rely on our wallets and our clout and our, and our, obviously your muscles and your looks too. But like, it's mostly on like your importance to society. So women have the luxury, and this is just a double standard that women get to benefit from, of having a vagina and just being able to just like be like, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. And now that I have on this makeup and this fucking, bust down weave and BBL, and now I'm on Ozempic and whatever, like I'm the baddest thing fucking walking, and you can't tell me nothing. And I think when you open up your IG, you will just see a bunch of mentally ill people. And this woman is no different. She's mentally ill. To think that you're a baddie and you're making a fucking TikTok about it is crazy. And this is why I said it, guys. TMI. What's happening with social media is too much information. TMI. Everyone's just talking and saying dumb shit, and then shit can go viral. Now she's clouded up, right? If this I don't know how viral this went to Shiki, but like now she thinks she's even badder. Now she's even more full of herself because she got 20,000 likes on the post. Right? This is the problem with the internet. Any idiot can come on here that doesn't have a high IQ, and I'm not even talking high EQ. I'm not even talking about IQ. Maybe you're smart in school and you can solve the Pythagorean theorem, but I have a high EQ. I'm an intelligent person. I'm like a Renaissance man. I'm good. I'm multi-talented. I can do multiple things, and I can also speak clearly. But then you get idiots that come on the internet like her, just say things to either rage bait or, like I said, maybe they're really being serious. I think she's being serious, and then she gets a bunch of followers, and now she starts a OF, and she thinks she's badder than, you know what I mean? She thinks she's even more bad. She thinks she's fucking Halle Berry in her prime. It's sad.
My thing is, the girls can't dictate what a baddie is. Guys have to dictate what a baddie is.
Right.
Because we're the ones that are we're the market. So you can't just say you're this or that. It's like NFL players during free agency. I'm worth $500 million. Well, what team's going to pay you $500 million?
Right.
You're only worth what you can get. So
916 Hella says, I just left Provenza. Talk about baddies on a Monday. Yeah. That's where all the baddies are. You know what I mean? We can all agree, even when we do our Instagram ratings, we can agree. We may not be at the exact number, chat, but we can agree like this girl's attractive. This girl's not attractive. This girl is 8, 9, or this girl is a 4 to 6. Like Al even did a range the other day when we were doing the ratings, because some of us may be around that same range. So beauty, people say, is in the eye of the beholder, but that's not entirely true.
No,
I get that, but that's
in
not
the
true.
eye of men,
of the market,
and it's the vast majority. It's not
right.
this 1% think that you're. And the thing is, she's probably getting DMs. They're probably guys are trying to hit, blowing her head up. Like, that's why I got to get out of here.
Yeah, clout now for women, guys, is them. They can just do stuff like this. Like I said, even with Dak Prescott's fiance or whatever that he broke up with, like. Now women can go through even bad times, like even with Cardi B getting cheated on and Stephon Diggs, right? And then they'll get even more guys thirsting over trying to sleep with them or giving them attention. So, you know, when you give women too many options and you give them clout and you give them popularity, and attention, it fucks up the world. It really does.
Yeah.
And you need to go somewhere where women, you know, you went to Cuba, the women were into Facebook. Like, there's still places where women are in it, but the end result is they're poor, and they grow up with values and stuff. And so, yeah. So even though the internet is still there poisoning them, like reality sets in very quickly when you know what I mean. You still need a man to like take care of you. Whereas again, women like this, they don't think that like they get popularity and they're like, I don't need a fucking
it's not just them being poor. I think that's 50%. And then, or maybe even 40%, but then I'd say another 40% is they grow up with family values.
Right.
Like you cannot find a woman here, no matter you can. I'm not saying all women before the all police come, but 90% of women don't have a father. So why am I gonna stay here and date and try to, you know, we still date here, but why am I going to try to find, you know, a main chick here in a place where, you know, if I'm trying to be family oriented or I want family values, why not go to a place that has family values?
Absolutely.
I think that that's a huge component of it. Yeah, they're poor. Yeah, they haven't been exposed to all this stuff like in America, all this bullshit in the media. That's part of it too. But the family values play a huge role. When they have a dad and they can see how it's supposed to be, you know, that helps out a lot. And a lot of women don't have that. So
yeah, no, that's basically the same thing I was saying. Yeah, it's poor and it's family values. And the only thing I'll add to that though is having a dad, there's shame.
Yeah.
Right. I can't be a prostitute or I can't be a completely shit woman because it's going to shame my family and my dad. Like my dad and my brothers are, you know what I mean? Like, it's like having a father and like brothers and stuff, like men in your family, it really does make a difference on women. I know Knack doesn't think so.
Sack. He's going to save them.
Yeah.
Sack, you got to come up here for a debate. You got to quit ducking the smoke. You got to quit ducking the smoke. And come up here for a debate and
research.
We could cook you up real quick.
Femicide.
We'll cook you up real quick. But I wanted to before we do that, I wanted to pull up Dashiki. He had said, so that poses a question. What do y'all consider a baddie? Is it looks, the way they carry themselves? That's a good question. What's a baddie?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Or are you asking the chat?
Yeah. Chat in you.
What is a baddie?
Yeah.
A baddie is a girl that's attractive. She's attractive. She's not necessarily a 10. She's not a dime piece. She's a baddie. She's a good-looking woman. I'd say more on the sexy side. But it could be pretty and gorgeous as well. But like she's above I think she's a 6 or above. I'd probably give her a high 6 or like 6.5, or higher. Is a baddie. You know what I mean? Like it's an attractive woman above average woman. A baddie is not a 3. You can't be a 3 and be a baddie. You have to be above average. So 6 or above is a baddie. But when I hear baddie, I also think sexy, a sexy woman. I said she a baddie.
Yeah. I think, as far as baddie, it's mainly off of looks. But the number on the rating scale of looks can go down if they have a shitty personality or, they don't carry themselves well. So that's a good question though.
Okay. Femicide, the gender motivated deletion of women. It's a critical crisis in Latin America with 14 of the top 25 nations global rates located in the region. In 2021,
why don't you put that up?
Huh?
Put that up on the screen.
You could, okay. Yeah, I was just reading it, but we can put it up. Why is it not coming up? Oh, because you put your thing in. All right. Femicide, the gender motivated deletion of women, is a critical crisis in Latin America with 14 of the top 25 nations of global rates located in the region. In 2021, over 4,400 women were deleted, averaging 1 every 2 hours, rooted in deep-seated structural violence, machismo, and high impunity. This crisis drives regional feminist movements. Okay, but why are we bringing that up, Nak? I'm not understanding why this is relevant to our. He's saying that women in other countries are deleting themselves.
Shout out to Sack. He sent in a super chat too. He said, "Baddie is not a dusty foot pro from the Chicamachanga land." Nak, you got to come up. We dropped the link. You got to come up and pull up.
I mean, so I think though, Nak, for every dusty foot from Chicamachanga land, there's a dusty foot pro that looks exactly like those pros. So I always say that on the channel, like some of the guys that are going down in these places just for pros, they need to get out of that and start hollering at regular women, because there are women at the Cartagena airport that are bad. Like me and Al have literally shot our shots at stewardess or whatever you want to call them, flight attendant chicks, chicks that are at the airline desks. We shoot our shot at girls working at the fucking tienda, the bodega, walking around selling tours. We're not worried about just talking to pros all day. Pros is something like it's like as guys, like we're like, oh shit, all right, let's go out and like hit the strip club or hit this club later on if we want to. But it's not like a thing. But like a baddie, yeah, a baddie isn't a pro. A baddie's just a good looking chick. You know what I mean? Like take pros out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got Nak in the building. Let me.
Okay, you're gonna battle Nak.
I mean, we can each go back and forth or whatever. I'll go first. I don't mind.
Yeah, you
go
first. I
want to cook him real quick.
You go first. All right, Nak. Where's Nak at?
He backed out. All right.
There he is.
Captain Nak. So Nak, I'm gonna hide your camera real quick just to make sure you are the real Nak. What up?
Nak, you didn't add him.
I did audio only. You there, Nak?
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yep.
I mean, you could turn the camera on. You're only gonna see my panoramic roof. But
No, I can. We know that Snack. All by his voice.
Yeah, I just want to make sure before we brought him up because we dropped the link. And
okay, what up, Nat?
Did you?
I didn't drop him.
Okay,
he dropped. He's losing signal or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even touch anything. All right, Nak is not. Maybe he'll come back in chat. He's having maybe some technical. Okay,
there we go.
Yo, Nak.
Yo, what's good, brothers? I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good. Everything's good. Everything good with you?
Everything's great, man. I'm just here, loving on Keisha's. You know.
Yeah. Well, you're not in where were you at before? Oh, he's losing. He keeps leaving chat.
Is losing the connection.
That might be on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that dial-up fucking
Holland internet.
Yeah, you still in Auschwitz or whatever the hell? Where was it? Yo, Nak, where you at? You still in fucking Holland?
Yeah, something like that.
So there's Keisha's in Holland, is that what you're telling me?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Keisha's are all over the world, you know.
Okay.
So look, and there's white Keisha's and all of that.
He don't want no smoke.
I think that I think he might be doing that on purpose just because he doesn't want the smoke.
Come on.
While we're waiting on Nak to get that internet right, that Eastern European or internet correct, we'll pull this up.
Okay, shout out to Google Me 6053 says, how I see it, if a woman wants me for my money, that's more her problem than it is mine. Love me or hate me, you're gonna run on my program or get cut. Exactly.
Yeah.
If she's trying to get your money, you decipher how much she gets. You know what the joy of all this is, of the women that they're gold diggers? They can only get what you give them. So she has to fall in line and be on your program, like you said, Google Me. Anyway, right? She has to be on your program. Yo, Nat.
Yo, man, why y'all ducking me like that, son? Y'all electronically ducking.
We're not. Look, our hands are right here.
No hands.
If it cuts out, that is on you.
No hands.
Pause.
Word. Son said no hands. All right. So where we going? I see. You know, y'all feeling spicy tonight. I mean, I didn't cook all.
All right, chat. All right, my hand was right here. His hands were right here. No Diddy.
Oh man,
he can't even be in here for more than 3 seconds. I don't know what's going on, chat.
Man,
it must.
You got me wanting to stay in the States just because of the internet right now, Nat.
Nat, you get all right. You got 10 seconds. Go ahead. Let's go get it off because you're gonna get kicked the game. We ain't even doing nothing. Nat, you there? He ain't even got 10 seconds. He can't. Yeah. All right, chat.
We're not hitting nothing. We're not hitting anything.
Nak, you're gonna have to talk from the chat, I guess. It's not. I don't know what's going on. It's not letting you in here, brother. No, we're not ducking. We not. I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Rob Raleigh. Rob Raleigh. He I hadn't really watched this content before, and then he had left a comment on the video that we just dropped, the yacht party video. And then I saw that he's part of the street team. Shout out to them. And he makes some pretty dope content. I started checking out some of his videos, so shout out to him. Sub up to his channel. But yeah, man, that's what's up.
Yeah. So Nak, we'll try to get you back in another time. I don't know what the femicide thing that I'm trying to get, the angle that you're trying to get.
We can plan it out. We can plan out and have a debate maybe like sometime later in the week or whatever. But we'll we could definitely get you back up here.
Yeah, but for every Dusty Foot pro that you see walking around, there is a beautiful non-pro woman that is walking around that is single in these said countries. So you don't have to deal with pros. But again, as a man, I understand you travel somewhere, you're only there for a few days, and you want to go and hit a strip club or something like that. I'm not opposed to it. I just think that, you know, if you're traveling to Cartagena frequently, you're traveling to whatever country, Thailand frequently, you should learn the language and try to find an actual regular
Girlfriend.
chick.
Yeah, regular chick.
I think it just, like I said, it gets old dealing with pros every time you're there or every night. Like I personally, you're spending a bunch more money than you need to spend, and it's not a real relationship. Now, if I did move to said country, I probably would, you know, I get starting with pro, so you could start with that. But also, I would just like get off of that and just have like 5. Like I have a starting lineup of women. Like that's how I would do it. And then, like I said, if one of my boys come in town, hey, let's go to strip club. Yeah, fuck it, let's go. Right? It's gonna be more like that, but not like every night. That just gets
old.
It gets old, bro.
Old.
Like even
Super
some of you
quick.
guys are in your 20s that think you can just have sex and shit. Yeah, I'm young. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that shit.
It'll get old. That shit it'll get old.
Imagine just having to protect your valuables every time a new person. Like you got to worry about getting drugged. Like that shit gets old, bro.
Knack, we
do.
I speak enough, right? Yo hablo un poquito español y you know what I'm saying? It's no es un problema conmigo. There are people who speak zero Spanish, right? They don't even know past tense, right? They don't know yo fui, iré, yo voy, right? You know, what else can I say? Like me gusta.
I mean, Steve's been out on. I don't know if that was live or not, but we went to Cali, Colombia. Steve and Ellis Durrell went out on a 2-man double date with two beautiful Afro Colombians, and they were both speaking Spanish the entire time. I don't know if you live streamed that or not.
No, we didn't live.
They're speaking Spanish the whole time.
Yeah, once I get there, I'm a lot better. I can kind of understand, but like you even have to understand beans, frijoles. But like me gustaría chat is like wishful thinking, like podría, or like if you add a ia at the end, it's almost like I would like to. Me gustaría salir contigo. I would like to date you. I would like to go out on a date with you. Like there's certain things you can say to women. Like I said, I'm not fluent conversationally enough. Like if someone's speaking super fast, but I can get by. Knack, are you back?
I'm back. The sack is back, bro.
All right.
All right.
Do we have hopefully we can keep you here for more than 10 seconds. Nope.
No, Duck. You see my hands, Steve's hands, they're right here. We want to have this debate. I think maybe if we schedule something, if we can't get you.
Knack, why is it keep
just say you guys hate me, bro.
No, we don't. Why is it kicking you out though? I don't know what's up with that. That's weird.
I don't know, man.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I am. In my whip. Maybe I should disconnect to the car.
You're still here, so it might be all right.
Well, it's disconnected his mic now, though.
Oh, he's disconnected. I think he might be disconnected from his car. But he's still here. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if his mic comes back on. But yeah, like for me, chat, learning Spanish has been a roadblock, but it's definitely like I think once I'm there for more than 4 to 6 months, I would be completely fluent.
Yeah.
And like I said, I understand past tense, present tense, future tense.
I'm gonna tell you, chat. I'm gonna be fluent in Spanish in the next year. I'll be fluent in Spanish in the next year.
Yeah. And just being able to have a conversation with a woman, the fact that I went out on a date and only spoke Spanish was really cool. Like I didn't think I could even pull that off. So I surprised myself, I guess, when I'm there. When we went to Petronio Alvarez. So okay, Knack is back under a second name.
Yo, man. Yo,
we can hear you now.
All right, good. Let me turn this fucking piece of shit car off. All right. Before you kick me, you ready? Oh.
All right. Well, we didn't kick you. Man. Knack, just come back on another day. Because I don't know why it's doing that. It might be the phone.
I wish there was a way. Is there a way to call in or Knack, we could give you our WhatsApp and we could put you on speaker. I don't know if that'll.
Yeah, I mean,
we could give you the WhatsApp and put you on speaker, and then that way you could.
If he has Discord, we can do Discord. We can do a Discord call, or if he has Instagram, we can do an Instagram call.
No.
I don't know. The child said you can only get better by talking to people that speak Spanish. Steve does that. Yeah. Like I said, I'm probably like, probably like middle school level of Spanish speaking, but I'm definitely good enough to, to get by. And if you dropped me in a Latin country, I am not gonna have to have my without a phone. I'd be able to do what I need to do.
Steve's been studying Spanish for like a year and a half, and I've been studying for about 6 months. So I'll be fluent in a year. I'll be fluent in 12 months. I'll be fluent in Spanish.
Repetition, chat, repetition. My teacher, I stopped using him recently, but I'll probably get back into my classes. But like every class, he's ¿Cómo te sientes? How do you feel? How was your week? ¿Cómo fue la fin de semana? How was your weekend last weekend? Right? Like you learn, and when you start having that conversation, you're like, oh, okay. So you start to understand. It's just little by little, poco a poco, you learn. Sweet baby Jesus is protecting y'all from cooking. Yeah, shout out to Knack.
Yeah, shout out to Knack. Like I said, Knack, if you want to, you can come back in. I'll shoot you a private chat text with our WhatsApp. You can hit us up, and we'll put you on speakerphone, and you can talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll
yeah. If not, we can do it another show too. We don't gotta force it. He's tried now several times to come in, so. But let us know, Knack, if you want us to do that. If not, we can set something up.
I just want to show him that we ain't ducking nothing.
I mean, look, we're trying to get him in, but shit's fucked up. So, but shout out to Knack. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. Let us know, and we can send you the number, or like I said, we can call you on another platform and try it that way. Cornell says my $2,000 phone speaks the language very well. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, pretty soon, with AI and the way everything is, it's not going to really matter. They're going to have ways around that for you to be able to communicate. So they say, a lot of people say that learning a language is foolish. Like you don't even need to. But for me, it's nothing foolish about leveling up. You need to be the best version of yourself, and learning a language is one part of that. So for me, I'm 100% going to learn the language, and I've already started to study it. So
yeah, learning the language is important because they could be talking about you and you don't know what they're saying. You could be getting set up to be robbed or hurt or whatever. When you see people that go to China, Chinese people do this shit all the time. They'll speak in Mandarin or whatever right in front of you. And I love watching those videos where there's this guy named Xiaomi. He goes around and he just speaks in English, and then they start talking stuff about him. And then he starts speaking in Chinese, and they're like, oh shit, he understood everything we just said. Like there are countries that think that people are so stupid. Like if I'm there, I probably like something about your culture. I probably want to learn some words. I might even speak fluent Spanish and you don't even know. And I'm just tricking you to see how you're going to treat me.
Yeah.
And so I want to get to that level. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like if I get to complete and fluent Spanish, I'm not always going to let people know that I fucking speak fluent Spanish. I'm going to see how they treat me.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. Google me says, what's the debate even about? I don't know.
Knack was saying, salute brothers. He's going to go get the money. He's about to get the bag. Shout out to him getting that bag. The debate, I don't know what this one specifically was going to be about, but shout out to Knack. He's super dope, has his own channel as well. And, we go back and forth a lot about just the state of dating in the United States compared to overseas. And Knack, actually, I respect him a lot because he lives overseas. He is married to an American woman, and he lives overseas, and he has he knows a lot about a lot of different cultures. And so I really rock with that. He said, learning language will always be the best thing. Cultural investment goes a long way building genuine relationships with others. I agree 100%. learning the language could literally be the difference between life and deletion. You know, you could literally like it could save your life. But it's also going to help you in business. It can help, if if you want a serious relationship overseas, like I don't want to be on Google Translate the whole entire time. I can make it work. I can make it work, and I have a lot of girls like in different countries where I can do that, and it's cool. But I'd rather learn the language, have a genuine relationship, and all that stuff, and it makes your experience a million times better knowing the language. You go to a restaurant, the people are going to respect you. You go anywhere. You need to get some paperwork done. You speak the language, they're going to really respect you, and help you out, and you're going to get better service at most places.
Yeah, you gotta lock in, man. Like if you're in a fucking other country and you're there for an extended period of time and you're not trying to learn the language, shame on you. You really need to lock the fuck in, bro. Like I'm telling you, when I move out of this country into Colombia or Brazil or whatever the fuck I go, best believe I'm gonna be speaking fluent, whatever language that is, in a year or less time. And I will make sure I get a girlfriend. We'll have to just struggle together and figure it out. I'll use some Google Translate, but I'm going to really try to lock in and learn. When you submerge yourself in these cultures, in these countries, you learn very, very, very quickly. And there's no better tutor or teacher than submersion. Submersion is the best way. I'm curious, like I said, Flexico, I'm gonna hit you up after the show or sometime tomorrow. I want to have you come on as well. Maybe we can even do that the same day we do the NAC debate, but I'd like to have Flexico come on, and I want to hear about Flexico's experience in Barranquilla, which I think he may have done this before, but like now again. And I want to know how much Spanish Flexico knows and or understands. Flexico, guys, is a OG watcher of the show, and he moved to Barranquilla or went straight to Barranquilla from the States and just submerged himself. And I just think it's a cool, like, awesome thing to like his story, but also just like I'm wondering how far along he is in his Spanish.
It's dope seeing people that got the consultation and then they're literally like taking life into their own hands.
Mhm.
Like we've had several different examples. Nate's another example.
Yeah.
Flex, he's living over in Barranquilla. He's been there for probably 4 or 5 months now, and he loves it. And Hex all over the world. There's a lot of people from the mafia that are actually taking life into their own hands and doing it. And it's so great to see. Shout out to Google Me. He's dropping some serious facts. He said, even knowing a few words or phrases goes a long way. It's a shot of adrenaline to see a woman's eyes light up when you speak the native tongue. More obscure, the better the effect. And then he says, especially being a black man, you'll blow a chick's mind. 100% facts. Whenever you can speak it and different phrases, and it's not just the basic hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, y tú? Bien, and then you're on Google Translate, and you can actually know some phrases and some things to make them smile and laugh. Like their eyes literally light up, and they're appreciative. And like I said, it takes your experience being overseas to a whole nother level.
Yeah. These are like my favorite videos, chat. And we can play a little bit of one, but I just like, and that's usually with Chinese because it's just funny. But I love these videos where the guys go overseas. They're like completely fucking just not even just.
And shout out to Knack too, because he knows I think he knows like 6 languages or something like that. So he could do this too.
Yeah. So let's just watch this one real quick. I don't know.
你想要老婆？不好吃不给钱。这边好舒服。你要菜吗？
地理不太好。
怎么样？
Oh, this dude, I've seen him before. Let's
let me do it like that. Yeah.
What?
I was just fixing this.
Yeah, I don't care how you change it. Yes,
nah, I was just talking out loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Xiaomi, this dude does this a lot. I like the black guys, but let's bring up this one because he always does it. Let's see.
Hi. Do you guys know where the subway is? Subway?
All the way down by 60.
61? So I just keep walking that way? Yeah.
You can take the bus.
Oh, the bus?
You got subway card?
Subway card? Yeah, that works on the bus though. I'm not sure if I have that. Hold on. Maybe I'll just walk then. Yeah.我就是要去地铁。地铁站在他刚才跟我说在那边。
They just be trolling them.
3, 2, 1, what's going on, guys?
Yo, it's just so funny. I don't know why this type of content always does well on YouTube, because it's just like people's reactions, and then they show up to these little shops and they just act like they don't speak any fucking Mandarin, and then he knows, like, he goes deep into it. There's different dialects, so like he knows Chinese that even some of them don't know. Or he'll go into like some shit where it's like, do you know this from this fucking part of China that's ancient? And he'll be like, yeah, I know that too. And then he'll say it in their language. And I'm like, oh, like, and then when it's a black person, it's even more crazy, because it's like, so, you know, I just think that, like, yeah, you have to submerge yourself. And Xiaomi is like an expert. He knows Spanish, Italian. You know, there's guys that they just like learning languages. So I always envy people who are bilingual or trilingual or even more. Like, I just like, man, that's so cool. I always look at people that speak multiple languages is cool. I think it's cool when I meet Latinos here, and even in Miami, knowing that they, you know, were born here and they grew up speaking both. But I always think it's cool when they switch back and forth to talking Spanish and then talking English. So I think it's a flex to be able to speak different languages, like a huge flex. So shout out to Xiaomi. You guys should check out his content, but it's basically just a whole video of him like ordering shit. And then he let's see how he starts this one.
Hello, how are you? Can I get hats? Which one? Get hats. That's for ladies. This is ladies? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. But I kind of like this one though. Anyway. Which one do you think would be good for me? For you? Yeah. This one? All right. And you feel how come? Then you should.
Like, as soon as he starts speaking it, they just get like hype. Like,
hi,
it's a black dude.
Do you accept WeChat Pay?
Sorry?
Do you accept WeChat Pay?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get 你们有鸡肉包吗？鸡肉包子。
Of course.
来2个。
2.
还有一个王老鸡。
Yeah. So 2 chicken and 1.
Yeah. And chat, it's funny when they speak back to you in English.
Yeah.
So you got to think that also there's like kind of, I don't know if it's a disrespect, but it's kind of like some of them will be rude back. Like, it's kind of like, oh, I know you're American and I'm not going to speak back to you in Chinese. I'm going to speak back to you in English. Like, they do that shit on purpose. So I don't even think she speaks back to him in Chinese at all here.
Hi.
Okay, that was the end of the clip. But yeah, but you guys get the picture of what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, you got to learn the language. If you're going up to a girl, you know, in Japan, and you speak Japanese, and you can kind of, and it's cool because as a black person, you got a little more swag how you say shit. You have an advantage, especially if she's like into like dating gringos. Like, I'm telling you, man, you'll do well in these countries, bro, for sure. What else we got? Anything else? Or can we?
Nah, we
okay.
can wind down.
All right, chat. We're gonna wind down the show. Class is dismissed. Google Me said some swole African dude who flirts with Chinese girls on like some omegle. I don't know what that means.
Type program in China.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. They be going crazy over him. Yeah, there's this black girl that got a big old booty. I'm gonna bring her up before I forget her name. She always be on my feed too. That she does content in China. Damn, I forget her name. Of course, she's not gonna show up on my feed now when we're talking about it. But she lives in China, and they be talking about her butt. They be like, damn, she got a big ass. Like they're all built, like they're saying all this like derogatory, like sexual shit about her. It is fucking hilarious. And then she'll just speak back to them in Chinese. Chinese people have no shame, just like saying whatever about you, motherfucker. Like, yeah, I don't remember her name. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember her name now. Sorry, guys. But next time she comes up on my feed, and if we're talking about it, I'll bring it up. She usually always has a story, but she doesn't have one right now. But But yeah, chat, we'll go ahead and wind down the show. Make sure you guys check out our website, mentorwishonnetwork.com. You can book a consultation there, and we have a lot of content that you can sign up for to see. Also, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/mentorwition. And you guys can sign up. We have 3 tiers that you can check out. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth, and
yeah,
that's pretty much it.
All right, chat. Well, we'll see you guys on the next show. We appreciate it. We'll be dropping a vlog this week before the end of the week. That's the goal. So we'll keep you guys posted, and stay tuned for the next vlog, and also we'll be putting up clips as well. All right. Till next time.
Check out the Brazil yacht party vlog too.
Yeah.
We threw a crazy yacht party got it out of control in Brazil. Check out that. We put a lot of heart and soul and a lot of work into it. The shit was crazy. I thought it turned out very well. And we both just busted that blog out, and then we're working on Steve's working on one this weekend, and then I got the next one coming out right after him. So we're just gonna try to get one out once a week.
All right. Yep. Appreciate you guys. Until next time. Adios.
Adios.